Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning. How are you today? I hope you all fine. The Honorable Miss Berita as a lecturer of psycholinguistic and all my friend. Allow me to myself. I'm Naza Kania Azzahra as a moderator and speaker 2, and there are my partner Nisa Melani as speaker 1, Raudhatlun Nadyah as speaker 3, and the last speaker is Dita Widiana Noviawati. Okay, for the first material, Nisa, please.
A. Introduction. There is a large body of literature dealing with the role of learning style in SLA, and most of these studies treat the concept as an important topic, although it is somewhat under-researched. However, for beginners, first, there is a confusing overload of labels and style dimension. Second, lack of valid and reliable measuring instrument. Third, there is confusion in the underlying theory. Fourth, the practical implications put forward in the literature are scarce and somewhat mixed and seldom helpful. B. What are learning style? A learning style by the standard definition refers to a person's natural, habitual, and preferred ways of absorbing, processing, and retaining new information and skill. In other words, the concept represents a profile of an individual's approach to learning. Learning style is a pleasant concept for educators because it does not reflect the innate enrichment that automatically leads to success. C. Basic conceptual issue. First, what is the relationship between learning style and learning strategies? A style is a strategy that is used consistently across class assignment. Consistent with this claim, Reading 2000 adds that style may have a physiological basic and are fairly fixed for the individual, whereas strategies can be learned and developed to cope with situations and tasks. Sternberg and Grigorenko, 2001, highlight the difference between the levels of awareness involved in applying style and strategies. Style operates without individual awareness, whereas strategy involves a conscious choice of alternative. D. Cognitive style. Cognitive style is usually defined as the preferred models and habit of individuals in understanding, remembering, organizing, processing, and representing information.
First, problems with the notion of cognitive style. There are two main features of this problem. That the style research, in the words of Sternberg and Grigorenko, 2001, is to tie to the instrument, that is, what is measured by a particular style questionnaire. And because most researchers produce their own idiosyncratic instrument. 2. Reading system. Research reading has proposed a robust and cost-effective cognitive style system that covers the shortcomings of past style research while retaining the interesting feature of the concept. A. E-learning style. 1. Kolb's model of learning styles. After briefly reviewing the pure cognitive style system, in this section we turn to the broader problem of learning style. A. Kolb's two main dimension. Kolb's construction of learning style is based on permutation of two main dimensions, namely abstract thinking and active versus reflective information processing. The orientation toward concrete thinking focuses on engaging in experience and dealing with direct human situation in a personal way. Emphasize feeling as opposite to thinking orientation toward abstract conceptualization. B. Called for basic learner types or learning style pattern. For basic types of learners or learning styles patterns are 1. Divergers, concrete and reflective, have earned their label because they prefer concrete situations that require identity generation, such as the thrill of brainstorming. 2. Convergent, abstract and active, are abstract thinkers who generate ideas and theories. 3. Assimilators, abstract and reflective, are also abstract thinkers, but their strength is not in dreaming up ideas and then actively trying to test them. 4. Accommodators, concrete and active, are the most active learners. They like concrete experience and active experience.
Assessing cognitive and learning style. Why should we measure cognitive and learning style? When we deal with cognitive and learning styles, we currently know of only two well-established ways to assess them, either by relying on students themselves on how they perceive their cognitive functioning, or B. By having students perform a processing task, mean information, and draw conclusion from their performance according to drawing. A. Kolb's Learning Style Inventory, or LSA. Historical, the original LSA instrument was a 9-item self-description questionnaire. Each item asks respondents to rank 4 words in a way that best describe their learning style. A. Concrete experience. B. Reflective observation. C. Abstract conceptualization. And D. Active experimentation. B. Reading's cognitive style analysis. According to Journey, the GSA reading appears to be one of the most accurate instruments for measuring style for a number of reasons. First, it focuses on cognitive style rather than learning style. Second, it does not use the introspective salary-for format explemented by LSA, but rather test the respondent performance directly. Third, the reliability of the test is greatly enhanced by the fact that the test is computer-based. F. Cognitive and learning style in L2 study. There are both positive and negative to style research in the L2 field. The fact that there has been a long-standing research interest in language learning style and several instruments have been developed and used to understand the roles of learning style in SLA.
Z. Assessing language learning styles. Teachers and researchers can measure L2 learning styles using a number of published instruments available to them All instruments follow a self-report format where respondents have to indicate their answer by marking one of the optimists on the rating scale. The most famous of recent examples of tests are presented in the following section. 1. Perpetual learning styles preference question and learning styles indicator. A. Group actively orientation. B. Individual actively orientation. C. Project orientation. H. Practical implication. The discussion in the previous section has shown that cognitive concept and learning styles and potentially inferred from both the orientical and research perspectives. We can imagine the types of possible learning styles dispersing. 1. The mismatch between study learning styles and teacher teaching styles and conflict dramatical called the style work by Oxford et al. 1991. 2. The difference between student learning styles and the syllabus. For example, when the syllabus does not cover grammar systematically, even though analytical students need it. 3. Mismatches between student learning styles and language text. For example, when visual student participates in text, the envelope receiving auditory input. A. Conclusion. In this chapter, we have discussed the following important points in relation to learning styles and cognitive styles, some basic conceptual problems of learning styles and cognitive styles problem. Related to understanding cognitive style reading curves, learning style model assess learning styles, and cognitive style called learning style inventory. LSI Reading Cognitive Style Analysis. CSA Rebec's Oxford Stylist Analysis Survey. SACSI Erham and Lever Construct. ANL Construct Learning Styles and Cognitive Styles in relation to language expression, and finally the second learning styles construction and practical implementations for learning and school language.
Okay, this is enough for our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.